Okay, so here is a Honda fourtrax. It's actually a trx250 model there, trx250 TM 2007, with not starting. So not starting. So I've checked battery voltage, which is okay. Even on the depressing the start button, we've still got over 12 volts. So it's obviously not drawing much power at this stage. You can hear the solenoid clicking in there, so I've gone and tested this side of the solenoid. Okay, so the other side, which then goes down to the starter motor, which I don't know if you can see. Let me get my torch down there. There we are. So you can see the starter motor there and that connection. Alright, so we've still got over 12 volts going down to the starter motor. So good indication that we've got a faulty starter. Okay, again, always good, put the nuts back in there, just loosely. Same thing, I've taken the nut off the starter motor. You see that there? It's out there, I've taken that nut off. You can see it. Very dark in here. And you can see the nut just there. Taking that off, but just wound it back on, just so we know it's there. We're all good. So with any electrical work, again, just make sure we disconnect the battery. I know we've all been there and done that, and I'm just going to be quick, but just to save any grief and any arcs out and any zaps and scares, and we'll just disconnect it just to make sure. So I just went ahead and took this side cover off because I wasn't too sure what's behind the starter, but it looks like I may be able to take out, just pop out those, get in there, those couple of bolts there, and then we should just be able to pull that out. I'll get some long extensions, as it's right the way back here that I need to get from. Okay, so a little bit of wiggle with the screwdriver. You probably could, I probably could have put a little bit of CRC on that or something. As you can see, there's a little O-ring in there, and that will just pop out. And then we can take it out, nice and simple. And there we have a little starter. So I'll go ahead and strip that and find out if there's anything damaged inside. Pretty easy to remove and put back if we just want to quickly check it. And they just basically those two screws at the top there, and the three segments will come apart. Just be mindful that there'll be brushes up inside this section up here. Sometimes 2, sometimes 4. But we're going to look for any damage or lack of contact. Check the commutator, and then and have a look, find out why she's not turning over. Okay, so don't know if you can see that. Brush is pretty damaged inside there. We've got one that appears to be moving, and one that only goes a little bit. So I dare say that's probably not touching the commutator, and is quite badly worn. This one got a lot of spring left in it, but probably still worn as well. And this one is not so much. So we'll just go and take this brush holder out, have a quick look, see if it's repairable. If not, might be up for You can buy kits for these. Brush holder kit, I have seen them before. The starter motors themselves are quite expensive, $300-400 even off eBay. So yeah, we'll see what we got. So another commutator here. It's not too bad, it's a bit burnt, but that's understandable. No major damage though, the wear's pretty good. That we could probably just file that up or emery it up. Little rough, get it back to copper again. Clean it all up, make sure it's all clean between those segments, and probably good to go. So we'll see how that pans out. Okay, so I've got all the details of starter. I'm going to refit it. So this machine has a pull start. You'll probably see that black cover there. So customers can still use the machine while I'm sourcing parts. And there's my nice big extension bar. Just a little 3/8 one. It's only 10mm bolts. Chuck these back in, and then he'll be good to continue on until I can source him parts required. And just remember, that slid straight back in. Why? Because I put a little bit of grease on it. Plenty of greasy goes in easy.